Today we're going to try another new French fry option. We're going to make Cajun steak fries. Let me show you how we made them. Our first step in making our Cajun steak bite fries. So we're going to take 1/3 cup of mayonnaise. We're going to make this mustard sauce. We want to do it in advance so we have a little time so those flavors can meld. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of sour cream. Try to get all that out there. We're going to do, after that, 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. I almost just tried to do 1. Sometimes you gotta watch me. We're gonna do 1 tablespoon of our whole ground stone mustard. This would be good for any steak, actually. Making it. 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. Just going to put just a little bit of dash of salt, or a pinch of salt. And just to give it a little extra kick, we're going to add a pinch of cayenne pepper. If you want it a little spicier, you can add a little bit more if you want. Give this a good mixing. I'll set this off to the side, and we're going to go ahead and cut our fries. I'm not going to show you how to make the fries because we've made those several times before. And if you don't know the recipe, you can check out one of the links below. It'll be a link to our homemade French fries. And we're going to go ahead and start our steak. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to make a Cajun seasoning. And we're going to make our own because we want that brown sugar taste. All the ones that you get at the stores doesn't have that brown sugar. In this little bowl right here, I placed 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 3/4 a teaspoon of dried thyme, 1/2 a teaspoon of dried oregano, 1/2 teaspoon of packed brown sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of paprika, you want a mild one, 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I'm just going to kind of mix that all together, put that in my bowl there. Going to kind of mix that up. It's a nice good seasoning. Now off to the side here, I have cut some steak up, and we've cut those into 1 to 2 inch bite-sized pieces. This recipe is good enough, enough spice to do about 23 ounces of steak. We're doing just a little bit less than that, but we're using some leftover fillets that we had in the freezer. You can use whatever steak that you want. Just remember that some steaks are a little bit more tender than others. We're just going to throw that into that spice rub. We're going to mix it. We want to make sure that we get that spice rub over the entire piece of steak so it has lots of flavor. All right, now we're going to go to the stove and we're going to grill this up. In our pan here, we've actually got our burner on medium to medium high. We're going to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil or canola oil. We're going to let that get hot. You can keep that off to the side if you want, just in case that this begins to get, you don't want it to all dry up, so you may need a little extra as we cook. We'll wait for that to smoke just a little bit. I love creating new different types of fries. They always pop in my head all the time. And this should be a delicious one with the fresh cut fries topped with this Cajun steak and then that mustard sauce. Should be a great combination of flavors. All right, that looks pretty good. We're going to go ahead and stick our steak down in there. What we're going to do is we're going to cook this for just 4 or 5 minutes. We want to make sure everything is nice and brown. You can cook it however you want your steak. Whether you want it medium rare, medium well, well done. We kind of like ours more well done, but not dry. There is a difference. So we'll go ahead and cook this off here real quick. All right, everything is a nice level. All right, we're going to cook this for ours. To our point, we're going to cook ours about medium well to well done. All right, our steak is finished cooking. We're going to lift that up, and we're going to take the steak and we're going to stick it in a bowl over here. Being careful not to burn ourselves. Now, to this skillet, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to use that butter to kind of get everything off the bottom. We want that extra flavor. We're also going to add 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. We're going to cook that for maybe a minute. This butter and garlic is going to give it a great, rich flavor. It's already beginning to brown just a little bit, so we're going to go ahead, put our steak back in, turn our heat off. Now you could easily just eat that right just like that, but you know, we are kind of twisted mics, so we're going to go ahead and make our fries out of it. And we'll set this off to the side, finish cooking my fries, and then we're going to assemble our fries. All right, everything's finished cooking. We're going to assemble it. I would suggest, we'll start with our fries here. I am going to suggest that you please use fresh cut fries. It makes such a difference, a huge difference in taste. We're going to put a little sea salt on it to make sure it tastes wonderful. A little bit of our Cajun steak on top. Put about 6 ounces of steak on each. I'm gonna make a couple of these, one for me, one for Mom. Take our mustard and drizzle that across the top of that. This is gonna be our Cajun steak fries. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and we'll give it a try.